Pound. Satcom, this is Houston. We're requesting to light up. Houston, this is Satcom. You're good for light up. Satcom, we got light up. Yeah, we got all the pretty colors. We're gonna conclude as maybe we're go 5, I don't know. I'm dyslexic. In my last video said I was defender of evil. No, we're not the defenders of evil. We're the defenders of the timeline and its wholesomeness. You look in the world, you will find everything. You will find all the love. You just got to look for it. And the hate's there too, but it's kind of equal. So love a lot, and a little bit of hate goes on over there too. I don't know. Anyway. So, no more corrections. We're going to move on. And you're watching the third of 3. And in conclusion, you know, I explained when I was a kid, man, I was hitting the head. Kind of knocked me out of the program. What program am I talking about? I'm talking about the DARPA program, Majestic 12, that shit with all the children from the 70s. And so that takes you out to Mars, and we're solar and galactic, and now we're universal. So we're even parallel universe, and we're multiverse. You can do the math for any of it. It is there, and you can't deny it. So we can tap into anywhere you think that we can't, we have. Now, we talked about the devices. We've went elsewhere. We took it there. I took it there for you. And now in conclusion, I'm kind of a little bit, but I was going to tell you about my personal experience. I don't want to get any names involved. People maybe the names have been changed. And the story's a little bit exaggerated. This is the way J.J. Abrams would have wrote it. You see what I'm saying? So let me bust it out and let you know, back in the days, I'm a cheapskate from the get, okay? I like Tesla's idea, you know, and it's free. It's going to be beneficial to humanity. Okay, so then there's different devices and upgrades and constant things that are, these things are, you know, I guess they're kind of like what we got going on, you know. So you can't knock one way to the other. It is what it is. You could be mad, you could be angry, you could try and liberate. I like the Continuum, the movie Continuum. But anyway, none of that. Just the ball is all that. And other than that, the stories and the suit. The suit, yeah, the $1 million suits, yeah. Yeah, the Million Man. We know, and yeah, it's invisible and all that good shit. And it's on you can talk, and it has your heart and everything, so. Anyway, we know all about that, and then that goes into the Iron Man, and that's basically what I'm saying is we have an Iron Man program, and then I'm saying that we have the TR3B, the Aurora, that we our taxpayers, the black money, it's the big gorilla in the room. Nobody want to talk about it, but shit, he's right there, and it's all black ops money. And so then the NSA want to come down on me and net neutrality, and you can't be a, what do we call it, a snake oil salesman trying to sell time, people. I'm just shitting you. So I studied particle accelerators, and I paid for a course, and it was fascinating, and it's true. It's everything is true. So it makes me wonder, from some of the photos I've seen from the dark side of the moon, that I would almost, like, I mean, you almost can't deny it, you know, but then again, there's Photoshop, and that, you know, you could fake it, everybody. So you say, well, then why don't we, you know, and what happened to the Discovery space shuttle? Not really the mission or the last thing, but what happened to the shuttle program? And I've seen some old Air Force hangars or NASA hangars that are, they just closed it, locked it. Everything's in there. The tools, the work was in process. The ladder's going up to the cockpit, and it's just dust. 40 years, 30, 40 years of dust. And you say, wow, we didn't just lose, you know, going to space. We have over 18,000 satellites circling around the globe, out in space, and the Van Allen belt, and it keeps them right in that little, it's not orbits, they stay in a Van Allen belt. It's a circle ring, and now that's the spot that they're looking for, the sweet spots, and they like to line them up, and they get them a little spin so that they could so anyway. So and then we have who's in control up there, and then you can say Levitivity, Lockheed Martin, Professor John Searle in Europe, and Lockheed Martin, Boyd Bushman right here in Dallas, Texas. And for some strange reason, between Raytheon, and Lockheed Martin, there's 11 locations in Dallas, Irvine, around that area. And when you come back a year or two ago, I reported on this channel, my channel, there was 11 earthquakes, and a lot of them was at 5,000 feet. And I didn't see the pattern, but you can understand this is our national security at work, you know. I mean, on one hand, they're going to block people on YouTube because they have a different view, or they just keep poking. They just keep poking, bro, and it hurts or something. They get butt hurt. And butt hurt, that's a good new word for everybody. But I think most people know about being butt hurt, but they think, oh, your butt hurts? And you're like, no. Inside, right here, man, you hurt me. My ass hurts now, and I'm going to always hurt forever. You're kind of butt hurt, you know. Your butt hurt. But I don't know. Maybe that's some prison technology slang. Anyway, we're getting to it. Just hang in there. Getting back to the little secrets, when I went to this class, the particle accelerator class, how was I to know that it was You know, like all part of the program. It's part of the program. So you go through. If you're smart, you remember one thing in your whole journey on the whole thing. You learn a lot. You learned it all. It's all there. I could go over it, but it takes hours. It took a week. It was a week-long class. People from around the world, but videotaped, you know, and sold to somebody else. But very fun. It was awesome, and I kind of like this guy. So he's real and he's cool. So you know, you take his work and you can point to where the direction the government program went. I think it's Looking Glass. But then you can go before, that was in the 80s, and then you go before that in the 70s, 65, 60, 60, well, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. Those are the bad cars right there. You look at those cars, they're all, that's the shit. But anyway, this is where the parentheses where they have and it creates this line, and as you walk through it, that's the time dilation. Okay, that's Andrew Bashago's Project Pegasus, the whole 9. I'll put a link on this video to him and his website, and he's the baddest in the world, nicest guy in the world too. I would vote for him for president in a minute. And I wish you would too. If not, vote for D's nuts. I hate to be a rebel, but vote D's nuts. Write it in. Write it. They're going to do some Irish stuff, and you're going to see the yeses and the noes and the noes and the yeses and stacks, and somebody's going to take a photo. We're going to get you people that are counting them votes. Y'all. See, cheaters going to go down in today's world. You're going to have to understand that. Cheaters going to go down, dog. Cheaters going to go down. It's all on camera. Everything's on camera 24/7. The NSA, if you haven't been listening, every mic, every camera, 100%, dude, all sent in to not Watson from IBM, but up in Utah with Intel processors, bro. Good Lord, people. So yeah, you're gonna have to enjoy the movies. You keep following. You might want to subscribe. But yeah, I was telling you, if you remember one thing, it went on this journey. Everybody in that class had to go up and down the elevator. Okay? We all went up to our rooms, and we all came on down, and we did the class in the auditorium area, ballroom or something. Man, these whiskers, we keep tickling my nose, man. Okay, so in the last minute, man, them elevators, they was putting them in. They don't always have to be stood up and you have to walk through them. They could be put on the side, and as people go up and down in the elevator, you can be time dilated. And then that's where they always talking about the 13th floor. There's no 13th floor. There's no button for the 13th floor. But in all reality, if you use the key at top, you could probably get there is a 13th floor, because when you count that, doesn't make sense. They lie. So there's so many secret things out there. I mean, the word's getting out. I mean, we're torturing our own citizens up in Detroit. So I'm glad. And this guy that, oh, hey, we gotta go. It's over. Later.